What up, fam? So Lego has halted all shipment to Russia. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what's going on in current events, you might want to pay attention. A lot of us, to include myself, are already hurting with gas prices. Now, I'm not really going to get into it as far as the whole political and why and what's happening. You can do that yourself. Now, what I'm really going to be focused on is what I mentioned in an Instagram post, like right when this happened, in which I nonchalantly said, not trying to downplay the whole scenario, but our Lego friends in Russia are probably not going to get anything anymore. So due to the sanctions that have been enacted by not only us as Americans, but the entire pretty much Western world and everybody that's associated with us, many international companies who have a stake in Russia have pretty much cut them off. And Lego is no different. So what does that mean? That means Lego fans in Russia aren't getting anything, let alone those in Ukraine who are either fighting or running away for their lives. I'm not trying to downplay the situation. I'm just trying to let everybody inform because, well, this is Lego, this is what we love, and real life is something that I like to implement sometimes, actually a lot, in my channel. And well, this is one of those. We have a lot of Lego family and friends who are both in Ukraine and in Russia who are impacted by what's going on. I haven't really seen a lot of people talking about Lego in Russia. Now, according to Brick Fanatics, Lego confirms it stopped shipping products to Russia. This was written on 3/3, so about a week ago. The Lego Group has confirmed that it's paused shipments of products to Russia in the wake of the country's invasion of Ukraine. Following reports that initially emerged through Danish media earlier today, the Danish group has now confirmed to Brick Fanatics that it's halted shipments to its Russian brand stores over the impact of sanctions and unpredictable operating environment in the country. Our thoughts are with the children and families suffering as a result of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The Lego Group said, "Our priority is the safety of all our colleagues. We are in contact with our Ukrainian team and are providing ongoing support to ensure their safety. We are also working to support other colleagues around the world impacted by the escalating crisis, including our team in Russia. Care deeply about the lasting impact of children, and altogether, with the Lego Foundation and Old Kirk Foundation, will donate $16.5 million to emergency relief efforts with a focus on providing support for children and families." Lego advises staff in Russia to avoid protests against war in Ukraine. The Lego Group has apparently advised its employees in Russia to avoid protests or public decisions regarding the war in Ukraine. Reuters claims that the email sent to staff across Russia recommends employees avoid discussing sensitive topics on the Russian, Ukraine, and associated subjects in public and in social networks or internet overall. Do not engage, whether intentionally or unintentionally, into public protests or even peaceful demonstrations. This email reportedly states a spokesperson for Lego Group told Reuters that these are only guidelines to protect their personal safety and the decision to follow them remains with the individual employees. We deeply care about our colleagues in Russia, which is why we share recommendations from our security team on ways they can protect their personal safety. Now, how does this affect us? Well, aside from being on the brink of World War III, right now, economically, we are all feeling it. Pretty much mostly everything in this world runs on oil. So if we already think that Lego's expensive, it's probably going to jump up. And you're going to see this in every aspect, not just Lego in itself. Pretty much if you got a raise this past year at work, it's pretty much gone. All right, so I almost got on a tangent there. I'm not going to get into that. Now, aside from Hollywood, social media outlets, and every other organization out there that's trying to pump money into Ukraine and to those who need it, Lego, as mentioned before, has done a lot, as they always do. But there are other organizations out there within our community that's also done the same, to include Citizen Brick and Brickmania, who have pretty much given profits towards specific merchandise purchase in relation to the war. And for those of you that want to bag on them for trying to make all money, just tone it down a notch. It was kind of fan requested. A lot of people wanted Dan Tiskin to do Ghost of Kyiv and product like that, which all profit is pretty much going to get pushed right into those who need it in Ukraine. And although this is a toy and both Ukraine and Russia need far more essential things in their lives right now, this is kind of a reminder of what's really important in their lives. COVID's over, war starts. So hopefully it doesn't escalate to further what it is. Again, our hearts, thoughts, and prayers are with Ukraine. So let me know what you guys think. Please don't get into the politics below. We already know what's happening. You don't have to preach it. Everyone can look it up themselves. So if you made it with me all the way to the end of this video, thumbs up, thumbs down, like, comment, subscribe below, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, guys. Peace.